Hello and welcome to Open Palms. Finally got a mic that shouldn't cause any problems. Looking for feedback. Should look at the ratio of the actual game sound to the sound of the mic. And I'm gonna have to be very careful not to sneeze in this one because it will pick everything up. But an extremely good game, so I hope any kind of technical problems will actually not ruin it. Pebble versus Lucian and the king of the Open Palms tourney. As good as it gets. Pebble on this map, and actually going with Aeon. Pebble extremely good on this map historically, but Lucian, of course, from all the different videos we've seen, or from all the players who've got to face him, know that it's quite painful. Second area with the Cybran bomber. So Cybran versus Aeon. No UEF this time. No UEF for Seraphim. Very rare to see this, but Aeon very good on this map with the auroras using their range. So that should turn out to be pretty good. Pebble looks like he is going to... Yeah, he does have an air factory here in his build. He's going to go with the ACU to the Hydra. Meanwhile, Lucian, a lot like Voodoo, choosing to go with the second air directly at the starting position. And here we got the early battles. The flare already took out 2 units, or just 1. Pebble with the first kill, and here's a hunter versus a flare. You can see how close that was. Now it's a veteran. 2 kills for the flare. It's going to regenerate at 1 health per second, which is very significant for a unit that only has 77 health. See, it's going to be full health very soon. They're also engineers, no more scouts or any kind of offensive. Here's a scout now. So it'll be interesting if Pebble can get another kill. And this engineer not coming out. There's a whole bunch of things planned for it. But no radar. Pebble so far going exactly the right direction. This is usually not the place where the ACU goes. 3 kills for that flare. A hunter is going to try to solve this problem, but a hunter is going to be very much outgunned against such a veteran. More units coming in as well, multiple hunters and scouts chasing down from Lucian. Lucian also has another scout in position. Looking at the ACUs now, actually we got bombers from both players from the second air factory. It's going to be very even. Looks like the bomber actually for Pebble just a little quicker. So Pebble much more aggressive. The flare, 3 kills, is going to find a scout. Kill a scout, 4th kill. Hunter versus flare once again. See Pebble dodging a lot of shots. And what is that? 2 health. So close. That could have been much worse for Lucian. Bombers now from Pebble. The Aeon bomber not dropping anything off. And an interceptor from Pebble should take care of this bomber problem. Successful dodge from Lucian, and that bomber's not going to get any kills. Here's the bomber now from Lucian. Also looks like he was busy defending, so he didn't drop anything off on the first route, and both players defending against bomber very well. Excellent gameplay so far, perhaps a slight advantage to Pebble with that early flare. More bombers for Pebble. Very good scouts. A scout that can drop bombs is very good and also has radar. Here's a really good hunter. No kills yet, but has a chance to kill this expanding engineer. Another bomber now denied by Pebble. Here coming up in minute 5. Lucian, really good eco. Just using up all of his mass. No excess power. No kills yet for the bombers, though very uncharacteristic. Of course, bombers versus auroras, it's really the key. It's a big nerf to Aeon overall, going to 3599 with a cheaper, or going from 3599 with a cheaper Tech 1 bombers. The auroras really suffer. So Lucian doing great with his eco. Pebble looks like having some power problems. He's only now making a lone chain of power with only a single engineer. He's completely stalling his eco. This is very uncharacteristic. Some kills there for Lucian's bomber. So in terms of eco, an advantage for Lucian. In terms of map control, actually quite even. Here's a group of units, a bunch of Auroras moving in, together with some flares. Might run into the ACU, however. On the other side, we do see Manti. Manti in close range against Aurora is really no chance. And an engineer, this is good. Pavel says he messed up. He must still have that power problems. He definitely has plenty of interceptors. He might as well just pause his factory, because he's losing quite a bit of mass because his mass extractor is not working at full potential. Great Manti from Lucian. That's one advantage that Cybran do have at Tech 1. Aurora is quite slow, and Manti, using their quickness, are going to do some good raiding. Meanwhile, a pretty large force of Aurora just rolling through. Great scouting, so Pebble, using his air advantage, pick out a spot that doesn't have too much stuff in it, and just rolling through. Here also, these are scouts. This will add assault bot too, taking out mask extractors. And Manti, with small numbers, won't be able to do anything to this force. You can see the Aurora is shooting at range. The Manti can't get close enough. Interceptors coming in once again. So Pebble, even with the inferior eco, doing very good things with this force. And really, when Aeon has air superiority, they dominate the Tech 1 land. Here Pebble using his ACU and the Auroras at range. Beautiful micro from Pebble. And gotta say, Aeon has been kind of overlooked. By far the two most popular factions, UEF and Seraphim. Quite a few players do use Cybran. They got a pretty good buff. But Aeon are a little bit neglected, except for special maps. It's nice to see them in great hands like this. An engineer here for Lucian. He might be taking the top ledge. And these Auroras just rolled through, killed a couple of mask extractors. A point defense for Lucian. Very important point defense. It will kill all these Auroras if they get too close. And it looks like an attack from Lucian. Lucian getting Tech 1 point defense established plus a raider plant. Manti running in. They're going to try to run past the Auroras. Point defense, 6 kills, and really not losing too much health. Pebble chooses not to lose all of his Auroras. He's going to retreat. As you can see, Manti dying at range. The Manti get through. We're going to kill a couple mass extractors on their way. Great attacking from Lucian. Let's see if Pebble solved his power problems. He looks like he has, but he has so much mass that he wasn't able to utilize. So Pebble still in pretty good shape. And Tech 2 mask extractor is also a strange place to put a Tech 2 mask extractor. But I guess it's still pretty safe. Lucian's splitting up his Manti forces to maximize the effectiveness. And both ACUs on either side attacking. Pebble with support of many Auroras, getting 7 kills. And here's that force taken out of there, another mass extractor. Over there in the back. Great raiding. Both players in the back of the other player of their enemy doing great things, and in the middle is definitely still a battle. Great placement of a raider covering the middle. Well, we gotta say both Cybran and Aeon using their abilities, the speed versus the superior range on the gun. You can see Tech 2 now for Lucian, not surprisingly. Tech 2 Cybran very well counter the Aurora with the hoplite, but it looks like it's not the hoplite, it's some Tech 2 flak and rhinos. So Lucian really loves those rhinos with Cybran. A great tank. One advantage it does have over the hoplite is in terms of mass, 200, basically exactly the same cost, but the health is more than double on the rhino. Hoplite has a massive range, but it needs a lot more care, so if you mess up with the hoplite, they get demolished, just like the Auroras did. It's a lot more micro-intensive unit. Pebble getting an upgrade. Lucian looking to sneak by. It looks like Lucian taking over both the high ledges. Some Tech 2, yep, Tech 2 land from Pebble. And the Obsidian is one tank not to overlook, especially Obsidians versus Rhinos. Obsidians will dominate. Pebble looks like he's got the range on his gun. These Auroras should be able to defend. Slight map control advantage for Lucian now. Actually significant with denying these 3 max structures in the back and having the side ledges. And new Tech 2 max structures, also double Tech 2 max, going for the 4th one. Tech 2 power as well for Lucian here, minute 12. TMD for Pebble directly in front of the Tech 2 factory, making some Tech 2 flak. And going for Tech 2 power as well. So total reclaim 36, total power 900 approximately, and about plus 50 mass, while Lucian significantly more power. Looks like he's got his Tech 2 finished, which means he can spam a lot more air. He's got a couple air factories and pretty good mass, maybe just a little more than Pebble. You can see he's got 31 Tech 1 mass extractors, while Pebble is probably a little less, only 18. That is actually a very big difference. It's a lot more mass for Lucian. And now this game is slowly switching to Tech 2. Some Tech 2 engineers in the field for Pebble. He's going to try to get this Tech 2, and that's not going to work. The engineers are a little too aggressive. Tech 2 point defenses. We're also seeing mobile missile launchers. Cybran do have by far the best ones. Pebble with 19 kills. Does he have both guns? He's got at least one of them. Yeah, he's got both guns, so that's excellent ACU. And one thing about Aeon TMD, very good against volleys of cruise missiles, but not really good when you have a whole bunch of missiles coming from multiple mobile missile launchers. You can see here stealth from Lucian. See the effect of that stealth. You can't really see all these units, you can't target them, while the units can't target. You see this TMD. It is working, but it's not blocking many of the missiles. Great rating, 4 kills in that manta from Lucian. And Lucian looking to expand his map control. Looks like Pebble is going to lose this bottom part. Pebble pretty aggressive with AC, gotta be careful. Although he's got a lot of units, and it looks like making a wall. See the slower Aeon trying to respond. Cybran sort of running past. Hope I didn't mess things up there. Tech 2 flat, doing good things. 6 kills for Lucian. Stealth. Overall, a really good game, and here are the Auroras with numbers versus the Tech 2 tanks. The laser tanks really dominate. Nearly 10 times as much health per tank. With the range, I think the Auroras still have slightly more range. Plus this Tech 2 point defense now with 2 kills. We might see Tech 3 here pretty quick, and we do Harbies. Harbies are going to be very good for Pebble. But of course, Lucian, if he goes Tech 3. Yep, he's making loyalists. Oh man, I slowed that down a lot. +1 for a game of this caliber is the way to go. Interceptors. And this is the Tech 3 force for Lucian. He's going toward Pebble's ACU, and Pebble can overcharge these. Pebble 31 kills. The middle looks like it's going to belong to Pebble. Pebble's successful defense, although a lot of kills for the Rhinos, and it's really these Tech 2 point defenses. Now Harby moving down. Harbies in these forces for Pebble are going to be very significant. Engineers with Tech 2 point defenses and more land factories. A lot of reclaim here for Pebble as well. So Pebble definitely still very much in this game. We also see artillery and Cybran Tech 3 Arty versus Auroras. That's a very bad situation for the Auroras now. Lucian once again trying to get on the outside, this time on the top. Check 2-point defenses. The Cybran ACU attack 2 with some loyalists. And also cruise missiles. Lucian is known to make that cruise missile. And looks like he's got the right... Oh, this is beautiful. Taken out, it looks like he's going to take 4 Tech 2 mass extractors. This TMD here would have defended from the front, but Lucian picking the right trajectory. That's quite devastating. Here's the brick. That's one area where Cybran do have an advantage with the brick versus Harvey. Brick's definitely better. About 40 kills. And Lucian really on a big attack, although we are seeing a bunch of Auroras rolling into a brick. 21 kills. That assault is not going to work. Harvey is going to have to retreat. And looks like only 3 Tech 2 mass extractors. A Tech 2 transfer for Pebble. Yeah, 3 Tech 2 mass extractors were taken out by the cruise missile. Total 3 kills. So far Lucian are really getting the better of this game. At least that's the way it looks. Over 100 mass production at 2700 power, 11,000 reclaim, 10,000 reclaim, a whole bunch of mass in the bank, significantly less power for Pebble. And now Pebble here overcharging some loyalists. This is not one place you want to send your loyalists against an ACU like this. Some Obsidians and Auroras. And a Tech 2 land factory, pretty aggressive from Pebble making Tech 2 engineers. So Tech 2 point defense is going up. And after 20 minutes it's still very hard to call. Although these loyalists having some yeah, just absolutely devastating engineers. That's a slaughter. And here's a pretty large force that's moving in toward Lucian. Lucian with Tech 1 point defenses. We have shields and Tech 2s. Pebble's ACU 58 kills, having to deal with already 20 kills on the Cybran artillery. But Lucian here has to be very careful. Some Tech 3 here. Keeps on retreating. He does have bricks coming in. Lucian not getting hit by a whole bunch of Harveys. And out of nothing, really. Lucian a little too aggressive with the ACU. Harvey just came in and killed him. I think Pebble stole this one. I mean, he was definitely in... Oh, this is a brick drop. So Lucian was too busy winning the game when Pebble just went ahead and killed him. A very entertaining 21-minute game. I'm going to try to find some more from this King of Open Palms tourney. And actually, it's been a long time since I've seen Lucian lose. And Pebble is the one who beat him. Hopefully people enjoyed this.